Mic check. 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 Is this thing on? Here we go. Now we good. Now we good. Now we good. What's good? What's good? What's good, good people? Let me get my chat box up so I can see everybody. Check the Noti gang. Check the Noti gang. Check the Noti gang. Now let's see who this is. I think this is Jesus Christ behind my thing I can't see. No, that's Marcus. Marcus behind the one I can't see. What up, Brandon Bazel, Rave Kingdom, Ramy Senior, Don Mingo, Ronix, Malik. What's good, Kinfolk? Killer Cam. What's good? See Iron. I see you. Jesus Christ, Matt D. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Terry W. Streamlabs. I see you reporting for duty. Appreciate you for showing up. Appreciate you for showing up. B-Dub. What's good, everybody? Yolanda, Will G, Jeremiah, Malik, Killer Cam. What's good, Ravenville, Ing Raven? Appreciate you. Appreciate you guys for showing up. And we're gonna kind of run through our EDDs and hit the few things we got today, and get this thing rolling. Busy week coming up. Cuts. I think the roster has to be trimmed to 53 by 4 p.m. tomorrow. So by this time tomorrow, we'll actually know the 53, the actual 53, which will probably have some moving parts on it. But we'll have the initial 53, and we'll be able to say, hey, who was right, who was wrong. As far as how many running backs we keep, how many linemen we keep, what corners we keep, and man, that cornerback thing is crazy because, with Marlowe, his injury, we haven't seen Rocky Sin. We don't know how healthy he is, and it's crazy. And I about blew a fuse in my head trying to figure out my 53 last week. So, we give EDC a hard time for, not hitting on draft picks or this and not signing this person or whatnot. But I'll tell you this. I don't envy being that guy these next couple days or next 24 hours or whatnot. I don't envy having that job of trying to figure this out for the next day or two. They get paid the big bucks. Y'all got it, bro. I'll sit over here and Monday morning quarterback y'all, for this one, because just me doing that from the sidelines, and I was like, man, bro, this hard. and my job don't depend on it. They jobs depend on it. So it's crazy how I was stressing and I was just doing it for fun, and they stressing it, and it's what they do for a living. So and they probably got a team of people doing it, trying to figure it out, and they got to figure out cap numbers and all this stuff. So I don't envy those guys for these next couple of days or next 24 hours trying to get that roster together. And then you got to put guys that's hurt on the 53 just so you can take them off and IR them, then pull guys back, and then hope somebody don't pick up the guys that you want to bring. All kinds of stuff going on. So, for the next, I'm going to say the next week, no slander from them guys from me, for whatever. No slander. Y'all got grace from me because it's tough. It's tough. So let's run through our EDDs real quick and get the show on the road. I don't want to spend a lot of time on it because we kind of do it every day. The Patreon, I got 4 spots left. If I don't fill those 4 spots by Thursday, I'm going to let some guys that's already in the first league take those spots. So I really would love to have 4 new guys, in the fantasy football. And to get in, you got to be a member of the Patreon. The $5 membership will get you in. Gets you access to the Discord, gets you in the fantasy football if you like that. It's also going to get you some Patreon only film that'll start back once the real games start. $10, which is the Gunslinger, will get you your chalice. And once you go over there, you'll see the different areas of membership. We got the $20 Wall of Fame. We got the $50 family member. So you'll see all that once you get over there. But I don't have to keep going into it because y'all know what it is. So back to myself. Let's go over to the Jane Doe comment of the day. Let's get that going. Jane Doe comment of the day. And this came back from when I dropped the video about the 6,000 yards. Can Lamar really get to it? And it came from Enonic. Let me get my phone out the way because I can't see. Alright, it says, I think the transition to Monken's game plan will result in longer runs by Lamar early in the season. Then the passing game will take over 100%. The passing game will take 100%. Will 100% take over because defenses won't be able to cope. I say 4,200 yards to 4,500 yards passing, and 625 to 840 yards pass rushing. Keep in mind, I'm counting on some occasional big plays throughout the season, maybe a few 400 plus passing games and 100 plus run games to get those numbers. So I agree with Enonic on that. There are going to be some Colt-like games. Remember the games he had versus the Colts when he put up crazy numbers? I think there will be 3 or 4 of those games sprinkled in there. So I look forward to what Lamar can do. And again, and the reason I picked this comment, hold on one second. Get this guy off because we don't want him on this one. But the reason I picked this comment really is to piggyback off the video I put out last night. That first drive last night with the backups versus Tampa's starters was completely masterful. Completely masterful. No, Marcus, I didn't do it. I didn't do it, Marcus. I didn't. I normally do, but I didn't. I didn't do it. Normally I do, but I didn't. Because I don't plan on maybe going to but one game, and that's in Jacksonville if I go to that one. So no, I didn't do it. But the reason I picked this comment is because that drive versus Tampa Bay, that first drive, it was 4 passes, all completed, 4 different guys. The spacing was awesome. If you have not seen that video I put out last night, please go watch it. It's one of the better, videos I've put out this year as far as, people watching or whatever. But that drive was masterful. The spacing was excellent. We had 4 completed balls. I think one to Tyler. Well, the first one was to Charlie Kolar, and I was trolling people. I knew that wasn't Dennis Pitter when I said that. I was being funny. I knew that wasn't Dennis Pitter, but it was to Charlie Kolar. The second one was to Tylen Wallace. I think the third one was to Prochet, and then the fourth one was to Treadwell, which was the touchdown. So that's the reason I picked this comment, because I think when we get Lamar and all the starters in that offense, you'll see drives like that, and we'll get a eruption of points early in the season. And then when the defense starts to kind of get a feel of what Monken wants to do, then he'll start bringing out those different layers of plays. He'll run his base stuff, and we'll be scoring points. And then when the defense start adjusting to the base stuff, you'll start to see those stacked plays, like those adjustments to the base plays, like with the jerk route, which is the play Treadwell scored on. Because we've been running snag all preseason. And you'll see in that video, if you watched it, you'll see, I think it's Levante David, he sits on the snag. He turns around where the snag should hit, and Treadwell just runs the jerk right past him with the 2 high safeties for a touchdown. Simple football. So I was impressed with that drive, and I think a lot of you guys were too, and that's kind of why I picked Enonic's comment. And Enonic, if you're watching, your name will go into the spinning wheel at the end of next month, because this is only the 3rd one for this month, because I forgot to do it at the beginning of the month. And you'll have a chance to win a gift card from Jane Doe, and win that gift card, you can go to the Jane Doe's website and pick anything off the site, and they'll get it sent out to you. So congratulations, Enonic, for winning the Jane Doe comment of the day. All right, next up. All right, the tally points. Summary, gonna flash it real quick. Y'all know what that is. You participate, you get points. Call in, you get points. Participate in the chat box, you get points. Buy merch, you get points. If you buy merch from the store, if you just screenshot it and DM me, I give you points, stuff like that. If you buy it directly from me, obviously I give you points. Got the FTMF shirts. You already know that design. Also got something new I'm working on. It's starting to cool off, so I got something that I'll probably show you later on in the week. That'll kind of cover you up a little bit, but still kind of stylish. So we'll probably show you. I'll show you that Wednesday. I'll show you that Wednesday, and because it gets a little cool in the winter, but you still want to be kind of fly. So I'll debut that Wednesday, and we can go from there with that. But those are your tally point summary. Again, don't want to stay too long on that because I've been showing you that every day. But I still got some of the FTMF shirts left, and they're on sale for now until week 1. Still on sale now, till week 1. Week 1 they go on the regular price. So hit me up if you want them. I got two X's, 2 XLs, and 2 larges. That's what I got. All right. Back to me. Now let's get to our submitted questions. Let's talk about Jeff real quick. Talk about the cuts so far. So I got a tweet from Jeff Zerebrick. And these are the people that have been cut so far today. Wide receiver Dante Demas, the Maryland product, who had a pretty good game. What was that? Saturday night. Had a pretty good game. Offensive lineman Jake Goodon. I think he was a UDFA if I'm not mistaken. Excuse me. And it's funny how I don't be doing all this bourbon until I get on here. And somebody pointed that out to me. But linebacker Kelly Sanders, defensive tackle Trey Botts, and Kareem Caesar, DB's Corey Mayfield. And we talked about Corey Mayfield extensively Saturday. Me, Chris Just Joking, and Michael Crawford. We talked about guys named Mayfield not being very good football players. And not necessarily a shot at Corey Mayfield, but a shot at Baker Mayfield. Corey just happened to be a casualty at us throwing shots that night. And DeAndre Houston Carson also got cut. He says all but Houston Carson are rookie UDFAs. So he says these moves leave the Ravens with 82. Have to get down to 53 by tomorrow at 4 p.m. So that's 19 more that have to be cut by tomorrow at 4 p.m. All right. So now, another part that I didn't put up there that I came up with today, submitted questions. And so I put it in the comment tab, submit questions, and I'll answer them on the stream. And I ask that you submit your questions and you put which show you wanted them on, whether you put them on this show or the roundup. So those that did not specify, I'm going to answer them the best I can. And I'm also going to let the guys answer them later on tonight. So the 4 questions that you're about to see, those guys, you already have your points. I'm going to try to answer them to the best of my ability. And you'll also hear, I'll also submit these same questions to the guys tonight. So here goes. First question. And you see it on the screen. You see who it's from. And I still don't know how to pronounce this, but I'm going to keep it trying. It's yes, sir. He says, is Ardarius Washington one of the best corners, or is he strictly just the best slot corner? Does he start? So I think Ardarius is a hybrid. I think he's a hybrid. I think he played safety in college because they had decent corners, but he can be a slot corner for us. The only negative I think for Ardarius is he don't have enough bricks in his pocket. He's, if to be a slot corner, you need to have the ability to tackle because you need to be able to blitz from that position. And he just don't have enough bricks in his pocket. Can he cover? Yes. Can he cover the bigger receivers? I don't know. I think he can get in there and cover those twitchy guys. I think Ardarius may start week 1 because Tank Dell is the guy that may be in the slot for Houston. Would he start week 2 for a guy like Tyler Boyd? I don't think so. I think he can run with Tank Dell and do stuff with Tank Dell. Can he do that same type of stuff with Tyler Boyd? I don't think so. So he may start week 1, but I don't think he would start week 2. I think it'll be situational depending on the other team's slot receiver, like their number, their whoever their slot receiver is. I think he could be a situational starter. Is he one of our best corners? Obviously, Marlon is our best corner. and it's hard to say, man, because I think it's more. I think it's. More, let me put myself up here because I'm doing all this looking at myself, and y'all can't see me. I think it's Marlon here, and then just this pool of everybody else here. So is he one of our best corners? Yeah, because it's Marlon, and then the rest of the guys. So I don't know what Rocky Sin has. I really don't. Maybe I need to go back and look at some was it Raiders tape. I don't know what he has. I was waiting to see him play for the Ravens before I judged what kind of player he was, but I just don't know what Rocky Sin has. I don't know what what's the guy we got, the slot corner we got from this. I don't know what Marlette has. I don't know. I don't know. But let's go to the second question. Second question from Game Roy or Gamer Oi, whatever, however you say it. Who do you think could be a surprise cut? A surprise cut. A surprise cut to me would be the edge guy from, I think it's Tavius Robinson, the edge guy from Ole Miss. Because he has not really played up to standard for me. But we really don't like our draft. We really don't like, well, I say we. I'm speaking on the Ravens. The Ravens really don't like cutting their draft choices. But I think he would be a surprise cut because he really hasn't shown me anything. I think Jeremiah Moon has outplayed him. I think, what's my other guy? Malik Ham has outplayed him. I think those two guys deserve spots on the team before him. And I understand he's a rookie. I do. But he showed nothing to me. Nothing. I think he would be a surprise cut because he's a draft pick. And they don't like cutting the draft picks. They really don't. But he showed nothing. But I do see, I can't remember who it was, but kid from Eastern Michigan, I think, just got cut by Tampa. He was an edge guy. And it like I said, it's very rare that you see draft picks get cut. So, we'll see. Next for the submitted questions. It says Cheese God, but this is Jesus Christ. I know this is Jesus Christ. Because I saw it in the picture. So, I know who this is. Because for some reason it gave me different names when I pulled it from different spots. But when I went to my comments tab, it was I knew who it was, but it pulled different. So I know who this is. It says, who will be the starting cornerbacks against Tank Dell and John Mechie and Robert Woods? So I think it's a good question too. The starting cornerbacks I think will be Rocky Sin, Jalen Armour-Davis, I think Ardarius Washington. Those are the guys I think just going to start. I could be wrong, but those are the three I think just going to start in 2 weeks. Rocky Sin, Jalen Armour-Davis, and Ardarius Washington in the slot. Now, the practice I went to, Jalen Armour-Davis was running with the ones. Rocky Sin didn't practice because he was hurt at the time. Marlon was still practicing. So, the practice I went to, it was Jalen Armour-Davis and Marlon. Rocky Sin has came back since then, so I assume it'll be Rocky Sin and Jalen Armour-Davis, with I think Ardarius starting in the slot, with a close eye on Seymour. Or I forget about Darby. Pinelli. I do. I forget about Darby. So maybe Darby. I need to go look at some Darby stuff. I'm not abreast on Darby. I need to go look at some Darby stuff. And that's me for not knowing. I need to go check out Darby and see what we got in Darby. That's on me. I need to go do my homework. Darby may run in front of Jalen Armour-Davis because I know he has more experience. And it may be Darby. Let me do my homework on Darby. If I'm gonna change my answer, for now. I'm gonna go Darby. Rocky Sin, and I'm gonna still keep Ardarius in the slot. So that's what I'm gonna go. That's my final answer. Alex. Final answer. Darby, Rocky Sin, and Ardarius Washington in the slot. That's my final answer. Let me see. I think. Do I have one more? Oh, that's the design on the film. Then more film. All right, so let's get to the phone lines. I think I got 2 people over there.
What's up?
Get your
Give me a minute
man.
to close this
All right.
down. I think I got 2 over there. All right. My friend, Will G. How are you, my friend?
What's up, Coach? What's going on, Coach?
Not much.
Monday.
Same to you.
Seems like forever since called in for the Noti game. But it's good to be back, and it's good to be back in Maryland finally. My cousin's pissed right now because we just picked up the new Madden. We can't even play it because for some reason the Xbox Series X versions that came out when the console first came out, something's crashing the game with those particular versions of the Xbox. So he's like human right now, going up and down the stairs. You can play the old version of it, but we don't like the old gen version. But,
I didn't even buy it this year.
So many people are like, it's just the same old game. A sports game is going to be, for some part, it's going to be the same old game because, it is the sports, but you like them to add, stuff into the game. Like, for one thing, I've always been trying to get from Madden is, being, a hot button that you could basically, start to bring your safety down in the box, from any particular formation, stuff like that. But, a lot of these guys never actually played football that are programmers, so... they just watch and they're like, oh, okay, I'll just take the coverage.
They did add a lot of stuff, but the reason I didn't buy it had nothing to do with the game. I just got tired of chasing grown people around. If you set a certain time to play, because we did a lot of connected franchise, if you set a certain time to play, don't waste my time. My time is too valuable to waste, and then get mad because you get a forced loss. You wasted my time, bro. So I just got tired of chasing grown people around, so I just stopped playing. Like cold turkey, almost instantly.
Gotcha. Yeah, this is my problem because I need to go back to the PlayStation because it seems like the PlayStation 5 doesn't have these issues. It was the same thing with MLB The Show for the last 2 years, and then this year finally somebody on that programming dev team actually fixed it, so I was able to play that this year. Play in the league. I won that league, so that was fun. Man, Coach, I'm sorry I missed you guys. Due to the health issues.
Oh, it's all good, man.
Everything.
It's all good.
I bet y'all had a good ass time. Man, I was wondering what that goodie bag was gonna look like too, but it'll have God will we in connection, so whatever. I just want to say thank you to you and the crew and your Ravens Nation pretty much for love, support. When I did come back, for the health concerns over the past month. So basically, they're kind of streamlining this thing for. I think I told you, I was going through rehab for muscle tension issues and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a sports athlete, so I like to, I wanted to get back this fall to play fall baseball and sports and stuff like that. And I went too hard, and my muscles tightened up where they basically spasmed up and they locked. And they basically caused pretty much almost like blood clots, and that's what caused me to start fainting and stuff because the blood wasn't moving to the right spots and everything like that. So we're getting that under handle, and everything like that. And because, nothing against people that, got the COVID shot, but I left the government, because they first mandated the COVID shot, and I basically took some time off after also I cared for my grandparents that had cancer, and I'm just now making my way back.
Mm-hmm.
So, I had to get some, base insurance, and this insurance basically pays for nothing. So they gave me 10, PT sessions, and then all of a sudden they were like, all right, you gotta come out of pocket now. So, and then being out of work, I gotta watch, my budget every single month until I get back, which should be in September to cybersecurity. So let's get to the questions. Pretty much, we're gonna start off with a funny one, Coach.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Before you get to the question, we gonna put your swag bag together. I was already thinking that, but Jose said it. We'll put your swag bag together because we know you brought a ticket and whatnot. So we'll get you one together because I got some cups that I'm actually looking at that I can see, and I know we got some other stuff. So we'll get that together. We'll get your swag bag together because we know you bought a ticket to the meetup and just wasn't able to go. But go ahead with the question.
I appreciate that. So appreciate that a lot. Like I said, 2 weeks from now I get to break in the challenge for the first time. I'm always gonna do it for the meet and greet, but that didn't happen. So now it's the first game of this new regime for Lamar. Coach, does Story Polamalu mixed with the Rock, key cards still work this morning?
Salah, the thing is about Salah is as bad as he played, and I just mentioned it about Tavius Robinson. I don't think they gonna cut him. I don't.
Okay.
I don't. As terrible as he played, I think they gonna feel like they can fix him, and they gonna keep him around, and they gonna try to I just don't think, because bro was horrible, and all these people that's gonna be cut today and tomorrow, I know there are better linemen out there than him. I know, and I just don't think they're gonna cut him, because they always feel like they can fix people, and if they cut him, I'd be extremely shocked, because like the little rant I went on the video about him being in competition with John Simpson. Man, that wasn't no competition. That was not a competition. They basically gave John Simpson that job. Like, look, bro, what the Redskins did to him. Now I keep saying the Redskins. I'm sorry. The Commanders did to him. And then what the Bucks did to him. I can imagine what our starters did. Them 2 weeks they gave him first team reps. They gave him first team reps for 2 weeks. I can imagine what Pearson and them boys was doing to him.
Like Shaq says, barbecue chicken.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
So my second thing was, love your breakdown of the spacing video.
Mm-hmm.
Getting excited, doesn't even describe it, because the defense now is going to be spread out, miscommunications. Who got Lamar? The Spider-Man means like pointing at each other, like, who got Dobbins out the backfield if he releases? Who got the switch, for the contains? Like, I got a feeling there's going to be a lot of blown assignments against this offense.
Definitely.
And I'll just say my biggest concern right now, because of Marlowe, is when we go 0 man and we try to bring that 6-man pressure pretty much. I think we're really going to have to, really pick our spots and disguise it until Marlon gets back, because I just don't know, anything other than, the cover one, just adding 1 man to the pass, the 4-man rush is going to be anything, more than we can do without Marlon, because it's just too many holes pretty much without Marlon. It seems like both sides of the field will be open. And the biggest thing I'm going to be watching for game 1 is to see how Pierce and Travis collapse the A-gap to allow that linebacker rotation on the edge work out. Yep. I feel like that would be the best thing. And my last question, Coach, what personnel, if not in the red zone or backed up, just normal field position, you think we come out in on the first drive? And you think it's going to be a pass, straight back, flash and pass, run, or screen to Zay Flowers, man?
To my offensive personnel?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to see, I think you're going to see 11. You're going to see Mark, you're going to see Zay, Odell, and Bateman. I think you're going to see a lot of 11 personnel, and we're going to go from there. I think that's going to be base. And you'll see, different variations of maybe 12 with Zay in there, but I think even when with Isaiah Likely in there, and even with that situation in there, they still gonna flex him out, and it's gonna look like 11.
Gotcha.
So,
and last thing before I go, Coach, is September. I've already put it on my goal list for September. And, it's already, if you don't do it, you got to donate to the jar of the charity, pretty much. So I usually follow through with things I do with that. The newsletter for you and the crew is coming, and Brandon, your tat composed. I haven't forgot about you either, brother. I'm gonna be working on that, as my health starts to improve.
Cool. Hey, but with all that done, we just glad to have you back, my brother. We're just glad to have you back. So all the other stuff, we'll get to it. We're just glad to have you back. I appreciate you.
I appreciate it. Mm-hmm.
See you on the flip side. We appreciate it. Glad to have you back. And next up, we got my boy. We're gonna close it out with
The conference has been locked.
He always like to close the show. Rave Kingdom.
Hello.
What's good, Rave Kingdom?
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm Gucci. What's good with you?
Man, I'm glad we're here to talk. I was watching somebody's video that kind of pissed me off too, about this beautiful cut day, talking about our boy Ben Cleveland not being out off of the team, aka sources.
Man, I ain't worried about that, man. Look, bro. We
Look,
don't stress about that, dude. I mean, we positive vibes over here, my boy. We positive vibes. We ain't finna we ain't mentioning. If you ain't got nothing else to talk about, we can start over tomorrow. We not talking about that, dude. That's like.
No, we talk about some stuff. Sure,
Okay.
yeah. But no, I came here to talk about this great cut day. I think this is gonna be hard. This is gonna be a crazy hard day.
Mm-hmm.
Reason I say that because maybe it's just me, but Dante, Mr. Demas, showed me another side of him that says we gotta keep this dude.
He already got cut though.
That's why I'm like I said, I'm a little mad because it's like it's like this guy Demas, like I don't know, something about him. Like he got good height on him. He's young. He look like he gonna be worth something in the future, but I feel bad about it. And what's his name? Mr. I want to know what's about to happen with Porsche. I want to know.
Porsche.
Yeah, Porsche. Yes, Porsche. We're gonna see what happens with him. I hope Tyler Wallace wins this job, man.
I think the only way Tyler Wallace don't win it is if we don't keep 6 receivers. I think that's the only way he don't win it. Hello? You still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
No,
Go ahead.
Yeah, I thought you were saying something. No. I'm a little. I just know there's a lot of people that's about to be cut now. How many they gotta be cut now? What 26?
They have already cut down to 82. They have to cut 19 by tomorrow at 4:00 or 18. 19 or 18.
Man, that's wild. That is wild. And you know what's crazy? I didn't know we had that many players too.
Yeah, we had 90 something.
I didn't know.
Well, everybody had 90 something. Everybody had 90 something.
Oh,
so that's why I say like tomorrow, like 1,000 players going to be on the market. and the thing is crazy, almost at one time, because you used to have 3 different cut days. Now you got one tomorrow by 4:00. So like 1,000 something players going to be on the market at combos. Luckily that teams have already started to kind of do it, and you can kind of maybe some guys can kind of find spots, But usually you'd have a cut day after the preseason game 2, and a cut day after preseason game 3, and then a cut day after the 4th preseason game. Well, now they didn't took a preseason game away, and now you got one cut day. So this is like mass hysteria about to go on tomorrow. Especially trying to fill your practice squad with 1,000 people. Because some of them people that's going to go to practice squad, then some people that's going to actually go to the active roster. Right. So it's going to be absolutely nuts.
Well, with Demons being cut, then what are they trying to say about the other wide receivers then? Because Demons did better than Treadwell unless they're trying to throw him off in practice because of practice and stuff.
Even though he's cut, I still think he can come back for the practice squad. They just went ahead and cut him today. I guess to give him opportunity to maybe go somewhere else. But like he still can come back and be on the practice squad. And Chatbox, correct me if I'm wrong, I still think he can come back and be in the practice. I think Jeremiah W just said it. Demas can still have the opportunity to come back and be on the practice squad. But I think them cutting him today just gave him an opportunity to maybe go somewhere else. If somebody wanted.
Okay. All right. Keenan Mitchell. Man, I hope they keep him.
Yeah, I think he's gonna make the 53.
What's up?
I think he makes the 53. I think he's.
I'm all for it. I need him to make it like that. I need him to make it.
I think he could be a kick returner, and if something happens to either one of the top 2 running backs, he could be a guy that can come in and because he can score with 2 touches. Give him 2 touches a game, and he could potentially score on a screen, maybe a regular inside zone. He got that kind of speed.
You're right. I think Keenan Mitchell showed that he can be valuable in other places other than running back, which made him stand out. And I find that amazing because he's young too. We can use him down in the future. Like who knows what we got doing with J.K. Dobbins.
Right.
So we gonna see because J.K. He said he's gonna do his thing, but like I said, everybody can't get paid. Because remember we got Pat Queen too for the future. So it's like
Oh no,
we
Pat
got a
gone.
lot of
Pat out of here.
yeah, we got a lot of guys. We got a lot of guys that's gonna realize like we can't pay everybody.
I'm gonna have to find me some new guys to hype up because all my hype guys gonna be gone. Prochet gonna be gone. Pat Queen gonna be gone. I'm gonna have to find me some new guys some new underdog guys to root for.
Hey, you might have to wait. Hey, you never know. The next draft might have a guy that you're gonna be rooting for, man.
We'll see. We'll see.
Knows, man?
We're gonna have to find me somebody.
I know there was another beautiful thing we could possibly talk about. Oh, I was gonna say, what's another guy that you felt? What was another guy that you felt that's gonna make the 50-man roster, 53-man? So that's not a lock.
That's not a lock. Oh.
Yeah, that's not a lock.
The Ragless center we got. I feel like we gotta keep him. I forget his name. Shoot, what's the center? The backup center. Him. Just because we don't have another center. I feel like we gotta keep him just because he's a center. Because I don't think they want Macari taking him snaps. Even though Mustapher, appreciate it, Reg. Musty. Y'all crazy. Well, I think Mustapher is the guy we gotta keep that I really don't like. But because he snaps, we gotta keep him. Even though we got a guy that can snap. But the last time Macari snapped, our quarterback paid for it. So I don't know. But and on the defensive side, Malik Ham. I would love to keep Malik Ham. Love to keep Malik Ham. Don't see how it could happen, but I would love to keep Malik Ham.
But don't we need all the corners we need though this year?
We do, but they all meh. All them corners the same except for Marlon. All of them.
That's what I'm saying.
They the same dude except for Marlon. Now again, I don't know much about the new guy we got. We just talked about it. Y'all was just telling me. See, let me scroll up and see the name.
You talking about
the guy from Florida State, Darby. I don't know much about Darby.
Yeah, Darby.
But I think all the rest of them cats the same. Yeah. So
I think he's gonna be a starter. Darby, Rocky Sims is gonna start, and they can put John Arm Davis at nickel. That's what I think is gonna happen.
I'm trying to figure out what Big Red see in Caillou Blue Kelly. I mean, I understand he got these crazy trumped up stats out there about he ain't allowed but one catch and bruh.
What? You know what it is? You know what it is? With him with Caillou, he probably doing the same thing you be doing with Prochet.
Right, that's what it is. That Caillou Blue Kelly is Reg's is my Prochet. Right. That's what it is. That's all it is.
Yeah, he doing the same thing you do with Prochet. With some of his stats say that he's actually helpful.
Right. So.
No, this is unbelievable, man. I'm shaking right now. I'm serious. I'm like shaking. I don't know what's gonna hold for us on this team.
I think we're gonna be good though. We just got to figure out we got to figure out roster spots 43 through 53. But I think we're gonna be good. And by the middle of the year, I think we're gonna be great when all our guys are healthy. Like by week 6, 7, 8, when everybody's healthy, I think we're gonna be good. I think.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask your question to everybody on the roundup tonight too. So all the questions I got today, I'm gonna give them to everybody on the roundup and see what they think about it too. So I appreciate you for submitting. I've already given you your points for it, so you should be able to check that. And for everybody that wants to know, you can do exclamation point points, and Streamlabs will show you your point total. And we're almost at the end of the month. So I appreciate everybody. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
So by this time tomorrow, we'll know the 53 roster, and that'll be the topic of tomorrow's show. The 53-man roster. Who made it? Who didn't make it? Who got snubbed? Who we picked up? Who we didn't pick up? And that's what we'll pick it up at tomorrow, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, Rave Kingdom, for calling through, and I know you'll be back tomorrow with some more hot takes, man.
Yeah, I am. Tomorrow's gonna be crazy.
Right, definitely. So I appreciate y'all for coming through, man. This is Coach Evans with Ravens Daily. I appreciate it. This is season 2. I think this is episode 6. And you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. And remember, we didn't have any today, but it's film, then more film, because the film don't lie. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Peace.
Goodbye.
Yep, round table tonight, Agent E. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Raven. Appreciate it. Appreciate you for coming through. All right, Killer Cam. Appreciate y'all for participating. Appreciate y'all. I see y'all talking. I just can't get to every question. KNVAR, appreciate you for subscribing. Appreciate it. About to go take me an old man nap. I'll holler at y'all later.